I'm Jane Meyers. I'm here to help you find the love and power you're looking for right inside of you. I want to tell you a story. It's a story of transformation, and I'd like to invite you to find your spot in that story. Where are you on this process of transformation? Because you know, the truth is, when we go through a cycle of transformation, part of that feeling is such overwhelm and fear that we're never going to get out of it. And so we need some hope. And this is a story of hope to help you see that no matter where you are in this cycle, you are going to a good place. And it's the story of the butterfly. And I know, we've all heard the story of, yeah, caterpillars become butterflies, and it seems very trite and we don't think about it. But if we slow it down and really look at the elements of it, I think you might find something that will be reassuring to you. So let me tell you the story. We start out with the caterpillar. And the caterpillar is a lot like most of us. The caterpillar is just going along in the grass, and it's eating, and it's climbing trees and chewing on the leaves, and it's gathering strength. It has no idea what it's gathering strength for. It just seems to be doing what it's doing. And aren't we like that? Aren't we all running around and being busy with our jobs and the kids and whatever it is that we're doing? We're so busy, like the caterpillar, and we're not necessarily lifting our heads and looking up to what else is going on in our lives. We're just looking at the grass and the leaves around us. But then, as we're going along doing this, one day we get this wild hair. We get this idea, I'm going to spin. And the caterpillar climbs the tree and starts to spin. Now I'm, of course, projecting a lot of ideas on the caterpillar here, but I'm imagining if I'm that caterpillar, I'm not necessarily thinking about, where is this going to take me? I'm just thinking about how it would be really a cool idea to spin. It just seems like the right thing to do. I'm going to follow my instincts. You know, if you're like me, you probably haven't thought this one through too much. It just seems like a really great idea, so I'm doing it. So we spin and we spin and we spin, we spin. And then at some point, we're stuck. And we're inside this cocoon now that we have spun for ourselves. And we're thinking to ourselves, what? What was I thinking? How did I get in here? Why am I here? We may even feel like somehow this happened to us because this wasn't what we were planning. But nevertheless, however we got here, here we are, stuck. And from inside the cocoon, think about it. You can't see other options. You are truly stuck. But that's not the worst part. Because now the next thing that happens is inside the cocoon, the caterpillar begins to disintegrate. Life, as that caterpillar knew it, completely is changing and going away. The whole body of the caterpillar dissolves into this gelatinous goo. But you have to imagine that as this is happening, the caterpillar is going, whoa! I don't know what's happening. I'm dying. This is, everything. You're losing everything. Have you been there? Are you maybe there now? Where you're losing everything and you don't know how to pull your life back together? Maybe you're having financial issues that, in an economy like what we've been having, that's very possible. It's so far beyond your control. Maybe things are going crazy in your relationship. Maybe you've got stuff happening with your kids that, they're doing things that you never thought you'd be at this place with them, but here you are. Maybe there's problems with your health that's just outside your control, even if you led a really healthy life. Some people I know a very close person in my life always exercised every day, ate good food, was in good shape, suddenly class 4 brain tumor, just like that. So it isn't like you did something to make this happen, and yet here you are, and your life is falling apart. It's a very frightening place. But then something amazing begins to happen. Something inside of you takes over. Or perhaps has been in operation all along, but you couldn't see it because you were busy freaking out. And what takes over is this wisdom, this intelligence that is in your being. There are cells in the butterfly, or in the caterpillar rather, that are a butterfly. It's like the blueprint for how to become a butterfly. And that goo begins to form. Now nobody's got a camera inside the cocoon, so I don't think there's any time lapse available of what this looks like, but somehow it goes from goo to a butterfly. We have that inside of us too. You know, when we are in the womb, there's something called glial cells, and I'm not going to get too technical on you because I'll be way out of my league in explaining it, but the glial cells are these parts. They're like at Disney World, where you have the guides that are saying, right this way please, right this way please, and they're guiding you along, because when you start out, remember, you're just this fertilized egg. And how do you get from being that fertilized egg to being a baby? How do you even get to the steps along the way? Well, there are these cells in you that help you get. So, okay, you're a lung cell, you come over here, and you're a leg cell, you come over here, and you're a brain cell, you come up here. There's something going on in your system of intelligence that organized is where all these dividing cells have to go. It's a native intelligence, and we've all got it, and it doesn't stop when you're born. It's always in place. So while your life is falling apart, those cells, that intelligence, whether you think of it as higher power or you just stick with biology, there is something in you that knows what to do next, that is arranging circumstances and people to come into your life in a way that is so powerful. When this kicks in and you now become the butterfly, the next stage starts. And that's the struggle. Because now that you're a butterfly, you're not ready to fly. You have to gain strength. So the butterfly has to beat its wings. Think about it. You're bigger now. You're bigger than you were as a caterpillar, but you're still inside the cocoon. You're still stuck. Remember that part? So you're stuck, and you're trying to get out, and you're beating it. And perhaps you've heard that story of the kids that find the cocoon, and they see, you know, part of the wing, and they can see that the butterfly is struggling to get out, and so they mercifully cut open the cocoon, and the butterfly immediately dies because it's not strong enough to live until it's beat its muscles again, developed its muscles beating against the cocoon. So you may have something in your life right now that's really difficult. You're having to work very hard. You're having to struggle, and you don't like it. But you need to know that perhaps this is part of what is making you so strong that soon you're going to have a breakthrough, even though not right now when you want it, but soon it's coming. And when it comes, you're going to have the strength that you need to fly, to spread your wings. And that's when you become the butterfly. And now you have a whole world available to you that you never could imagine when you were in your caterpillar life. So I want to say to you, wherever you are right now, find your spot in that transformation cycle and take hope, because you are a butterfly. There is magic inside of you, and you are in the process of finding it wherever you